Thank you again, especially for your school and LOE for facilitating this session. So this is what we call our pre-training. So thank you, first of all, to Diamond Academy for hosting us, and special thanks to your director and also LOE for actually making the time to prepare it. Apologies for the slides. Mr. I think it's Ketanat or Ketancho. It's your director. So apologies for not modifying it earlier. And today's agenda is going to be all of these points. By the way, since we're going to be recording this session, all of you guys will be having access to all of the details. So feel free to note it down, make your questions heard, and make it as much as possible engaging. So I'm going to be taking the first couple of minutes explaining about what we offer, how has our students reacted to our trainings, and all of these details. So I want you guys to prepare all of your questions, concerns, and details toward the end of the presentation so as to not disrupt the flow of the conversation. And of course, this is going to be an entirely in English since most of our program attendees are going to be from abroad. This recording also will be shared to them as well. So with that introduction, we reached our time and we can officially start. So the program overview. So before telling you detail about the actual program, what is EasyWare as a company does. So we do primarily educational research, especially in technology as well. So EdTech Initiative is our motto, and we actually have our popular program, which are called pre-trainings. So the general category of our pre-trainings, whether you take medicine basics, law basics, software engineering basics, all of it is intended to do one thing, to have you get informed decisions. So what do we mean by informed decisions? This means that your major choice, especially after your matric examinations, should not be based on parents' idea, a relative's experience, or other things as well. It should be coming right from the actual people doing it. So these people, the professionals that are actually doing it, are the medical doctors at Yale, the engineers at Google, and several other professionals from global industries. So we do make sure that you guys have access to these platforms, especially to these people early on. So most of you guys are 11th graders, I believe. So you'll have about 1+ year to plan your careers ahead. So we'll make sure that throughout these programs, we definitely deliver on that promise. So moving to the first pre-training is engineering basics. So engineering basics is actually program. Of course, all of the programs are 7 weeks, including AP process. So the primary goal of this engineering basics is to get you accustomed to the several fields of engineering that exist. Of course, we're not going to cover all of them due to time constraints and resources, but we highlighted a couple of engineers, including product engineers, aeronautical engineers, electrical engineers. So all of this is also being actively taught through the experience of the people actually pursuing them. So I believe our product engineer has his own engineering firm, software engineers from both Google and Microsoft, aeronautical engineer from the Ethiopian Airlines, and electrical engineer previously worked at Heineken. So all of this is to get you started on actually getting accustomed to, okay, instead of the technical details of engineering, what does an engineering field looks like and how do I see myself fitting here? So this is, we also added one reflection from our past learner, which is Ahadu. He joined in us from a US high school. So he summarized his experience as spot on and overall challenging. Of course, we do understand it can be rigorous, and we intentionally made it that way so that you don't set your expectations a bit too low. We want you guys to have a great expectations moving forward. So that is what we aspire to deliver on and what our users have been reporting. So AP Calculus and also AP Physics courses are going to be provided as well due to the nature of not just the highlight, but also the practical side of pursuing engineering. So this is the highlight of what engineering basics look like. Of course, if you want the detailed reflection from our students, make sure to actually reflect on our graduation videos. It is available on our YouTube channel. So make sure to hear not just from me, but directly from the students themselves. Since I'm just the facilitator of these sessions, I try my best to prompt my guests to share with you the realities of such fields so that you guys actually have a great understanding of what it takes, how can you get prepared early, and how can you excel in that field as well. And one of the things we intentionally do is we make it so that all of the mentors here are from African origin, so that you have that understanding of, okay, I don't need to be in a fancy, in a first world country to pursue these fields. So most of them are Ethiopians, some are Ugandan, and of African descent. So all of them started their journey here and now are excelling in the global environment. So this is the general expectation of our program. Moving to medicine basics. So if you're not into engineering and are actually leaning toward the medical field, we have the medicine basics at your service. So at Medicine Basics, we have these subcategories. So internal medicine from someone studying at a South Korean hospital, a medical doctor, a bunch of them from Tukurambasa and others from Yale, nursing students, and other medical categories. Of course, it's just 7 weeks. The reason we made it so short is that we know you are ambitious students. We know you have other extracurriculars. We know that you want your guidance fast, and we wanted to adapt to it. So if we can easily make the program multiple months, but engagement wise, usefulness wise, and of course, you need to decide fast on what journey to take. So we made sure that this is rigorous yet short program to test your capabilities and your uh, expectations of what the field entails. So this is generally what we plan out to do. Of course, AP biology and AP chemistry are also going to be given as well. So throughout the 7 weeks, you're going to be both taking the assessments. Of course, there is a course syllabus shared on our Telegram channel, I believe. Uh, and she's going to be sharing with you the details of how to join these programs. So, with that being said, we're going to be proceeding with our next pre-training. Of course, if you have any kind of questions, any kind of uh, technical things you need to verify, you need to have additional insight to, of course, make sure to prepare the question last so that I can be addressing. Even some of your questions can be addressed while we are doing these sessions. So make sure to utilize that. So another popular course is software engineering basics. Of course, tech is so much interesting now, but beyond the interest, beyond the general gist of your understanding, how does a professional in a tech field actually functions? What are some of the uh, qualities you need to develop? And we do this in medicine, I mean, software basics. So we covered data engineering from a professional at Safaricom, software engineers, of course, from FAN companies. Of course, we're going to be exploring about what is freelancing with Miss Bethlehem and also the business side of tech as well, from a co-founder of a gaming company from Ghana. So, of course, there is a high selection of experts so that you're not only bound to one person's experience, but also all of them. so that you get to actually decide from informed people who are actually in the industry. So this is software basics. And finally, the program that we're rolling out, we got some complaints that our programs are tailored to natural science students, but also we will be also addressing the social sciences as well. So in low basics, we're going to be actually starting it in the next cohort. So the next cohort registration is not going to be just pre-training programs, but also for. So in low basics, we have legal professionals, not just litigators, but actual attorneys working in several sub-specialization of law. So the first is civil law, discussing about any kind of misconduct affecting the citizens. Of course, you're going to be learning all of the details when you join in the courses. So we tried our best to speak with our professionals to share their insights on how to get started on these kind of courses. Of course, we're going to be adding a couple of more specializations until you join it. So this is going to be our newest program to join in as well. So if you're someone who likes reading, if you are someone who is interested in the field of law, we'll be addressing it in law basics. So moving to the exciting part. So this has been all of the 4 programs that we're currently offering and are currently in early registration. So our current cohort is going to be finished after next week. So we'll be starting registration soon, but you can pre-register. So early applicants get the advantage of getting their application seen first, so that you're not going to be waiting for the others till you get your decision. So the assessment part of our pre-training. So how do we score you? So how do we measure candidates? So these are primarily in 2 points. The first is express sections, of course. Apologies. So in express sessions, which are the video calls that we're going to be joining with the professionals, are going to have quizzes at the end to measure, did you really watch those videos? Because we really want you guys to watch them. Not just the ones that you think matter, but all of them, because you don't know where an idea, you don't know where an insight, you don't know where the question would be answered in a conversation. So we want you guys to really take advantage of that particular detail. Moving to mastery points. So on Khan Academy, those AP courses are going to be having mastery points. Mastery points are measured through the Khan Academy link, so that they actually are measured and easily comparable with each other as well. The reason I say comparatively is these programs these these programs are actually getting given at a time when you have schools, coursework, and also other extracurricular activities. So we actually want you guys to have some understanding of the general timeline, so that you actually get compared with similar individuals with similar uh, constraints with you guys who have exams, also who have other activities. So we will make it comparative. And also we have catch-up sessions. So in our previous sessions, we didn't have this. We just gave you with mentors and then the assessments. So we realized the need for engagement. So I guess on the 4th cohort, our learner suggested in one of our post session feedbacks to add this kind of interacting session, so that you can actually catch up with your peers, get to know each other, get to know people who are as ambitious as you are. So we have these catch-up sessions every 2 weeks, so that we can interact with each other, get to fix some of the issues, whether deadlines, whether some system issues. So we actually make it engaging. And actually, one of our learner made it so that this was the highlight of her journey as well. Moving to what you'll get. So these 7 weeks of rigorous learning, once you complete them, all of the participants are going to get the certification of completion. So everyone who completed the assessment and also attended all of the sessions, regardless of their grades, are going to be getting certificate of completion because you did complete the courses. And the exciting thing, hence why we make the recommendations or the grades comparative, is the top 30% of candidates are going to be getting a letter of recommendation, a customized one. So you guys are going to be, or the ones who are on the top 30% are going to be sending us their brag sheet containing the activities, the lessons from the sessions, and also other relevant details to add to their recommendations. And as you can see, most of our applicants apply abroad, so we do send the letter of recommendations directly from us. So you guys get the proper uh, recognition for your work and for your dedication as well. So again, this is an exciting part. Not only you graduate, but you graduate with certificates and also letter of recommendations as well. And this actually signifies not only just another course or another program, but actually you dedicated and also you excelled. And we'll be outlining them. So these are just a couple of candidates we sent out the letters to. So we have an exciting announcement, which is dedicated for this cohort only. So as a courtesy of Elroy, we'll be having a 20% discount on any of the courses that you guys choose. So the only requirement for that is, and yeah, just the transcripts. If you get accepted to one of our programs, just send the transcripts and you'll be eligible for 20% discount just for attending the session. So this is what we offer for you guys for dedicating your time. This is not easy to do. You dedicated a couple of hours of your day to this session. Even some of you might be in exams, others have more important things to do, but thank you for joining us. And with that, we finish off today's introduction into what Ethiopian as a company does, how you can get involved in the programs, and also some of the questions that we are going to address now. So anyone who has a question, please use the raising hand feature in the menu to raise your hands. Teams will automatically rank it so that I can address your questions individually. So with that being said, I am open to hearing your questions. Okay, Kadus, a brief introduction to yourself, and then you can proceed with your question.
My name is Kadus, and my question is going to be, where can we access this website or training? That's all.
Sure, it's completely online. So this is to address many of the people living abroad, but it's going to be accessed on our LMS. So if you go to ethiopia.juret.site, we're just updating it. So you'll only find medicine basics there, but as soon as you finish the program, we're going to be starting the registration. So your first task is just to register, and all of that instruction are going to be shared with you guys. So don't worry about the content. It's completely online. So make sure you have a great connection. Of course, our past cohorts were completely live classes, but live classes don't work out when you have so many other things to do and with Ethiopia's connection. So we decided to make it completely recorded. So Kandus, I hope I answered your question. We addressed most of the things. We designed the slide so that it can accommodate everyone. So thank you guys for joining us. Of course, if you have any program specific questions, feel free to ask Elroy. Anything is needed from our side, of course, we're going to be answering it through her. So thanks again for Elroy. Give a big round of applause to Elroy for dedicating and actually organizing this session and actually making sure that this went through all of you guys. So thank you again. And I hope to see many of you in our next cohort.